Yeah, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy Black Trey from Your Music, Your Network. Bring you another one, man. So we here. We got Rick Ross, Richer Than I've Ever Been. Latest album, this joint just dropped. I think Friday. Wanted to get the video out sooner, but just give it a little bit of time to go through it. So let's go through these tracks. You know what I mean? I'm a Ross fan. Last few albums though, I haven't really got to dive too deep on a lot of the Ross stuff, so I figured I'd give it a chance. Because I kind of fell off. Because my favorite album from Ross is Deeper Than Rap. Yeah, that's my favorite joint from him. I could play that top to bottom. Love that album. But I was like, yo, let me get my Ross fix. I ain't hear from Ross in a minute. Let me check it out. So let's see what we got here. So we got Lil Havana featuring The Dream and Willie Falcon. Boy One on this. Sample is dope. Ross spit. Dream did his thing. I'm not the biggest Dream fan, but I gotta admit he did his thing on this. Number 2, Pulitzer. Timberland did that. Sounds like a Timberland joint. Ross went off. And it matches the energy. It was a pretty decent track. I liked it. Rapper States. Benny the Butcher's on this. Boy One on the beat. Benny, he pretty much, at this point, when you hear Benny, it's just like, he kind of got, like, you can't say he's not consistent, because his flow's consistent, but it just kind of sounds the same sometimes. You know what I mean? It's hard to differentiate from one verse to the next, you know what I mean? And say, all right, oh, this is my favorite Benny verse. Like, he spits, don't get me wrong, but it's just like, where's the standout? Marathon, just made me think of Nipsey, rest in peace to my man Nips, but yeah, he didn't, had nothing to do with that. Street Runners on the beat side, it's decent. Beat is tough. He spit a lot of gems on here, a lot of things about ownership. He's doing a lot of stuff. He gave his son a franchise. So he's definitely about educating the youth and, making sure that we coming up on wealth and stuff like that. His personal life and other decisions, Ross is Ross. But, you know what I'm saying? Definitely got to respect his business acumen. Warm Words in a Cold World with Future and Wale. Ross went off. Wale went off. Future, man. Sometimes I like Future, and sometimes I'm just like, yo. Sometimes he can, sometimes he don't care. I don't know. It's just it's hard to tell when you hear Future coming on. Like, cause on the Young Thug album, I like the joint that Future did on there. That joint was pretty tough. And that was recent. And then now the next time I'm hearing him, I was just like, that was all right. Wiggle with Dream Doll. This is the typical joint if you're gonna have like a female rap on your joint. This is A1 typical joint that you're gonna hit. Dream Doll actually, she surprised me. She was spitting, typical stuff that most times you will hear from a lot of female rappers. It was a decent track though. Not my speed, but she definitely went off, so I do give her that. She was better than Ross on that. Can't Be Broke. I think this one just needed to be refined, but I did like the vocals, the auto-tune, the beat. I liked how it flowed, but I just thought that it could just like, if they would have just sat with my man, I don't know if it's Young Ace or Major 9. I'm not too familiar with his peoples, but whoever was on the hook singing, it could use a little bit of refinement, but I did like it. My favorite track off this whole joint, Made It Out Alive. Produced by Cheese Beats. Not really too familiar with them. Ross, definitely, like, he was spitting on this. I don't remember if it's 2 or 3 verses, but the verse before the end of the song, it was a little bit weak, but I love the hook. I love the first verse on this. It definitely was tough. Outlaws, 21 Savage and Jasmine Sullivan. I like Jasmine Sullivan. 21 Savage, I think he's most of the time trash, but he actually wasn't too bad on this, because first time I listened to it, I was like, 21 Savage is trash. And then I listened to it again, I'm like, 21 Savage is okay. So he actually put a decent verse on this. So, he's refining his talent, which I got to give it to him, because when I first heard that dude, I was like, yo, people listen to this stuff? You know what I mean? It's all good, though. Imperial High, another banger. He was just spitting. Typical Ross joint. Richer Than I've Ever Been. This one, I expected a little bit more. I was hoping for like a more like Maybach Music type beat, something that would catch you, like, being a title track, but it didn't catch me like that. But Hella Smoke with Wiz Khalifa, besides the Made It Out Alive, that joint would be my second favorite. Real dope way to end off the album, man. It was actually pretty dope. I do gotta give it to him on that. So yeah, I'm not gonna give this album a grade, because I wanna sit with it a little bit and see how I like it. Maybe if I do a revisited video at some point, or if I rank like Ross's albums, then maybe I'll give it a grade at that point. But for now, you know what I mean, it was definitely a solid effort. It had some joints on here. I don't know how often I would go back to this. If I had like a Ross fix, I don't know how often I would go to this album instead of Deep in the Rap or like Trilla, or I think it was Trilla, or like his first album, Port of Miami. Like those albums there, and then he had, you know, a couple of other joints that, you know, I kind of just had, I was like basically just like overwhelmed because I would listen to a lot of Ross. So his last few joints, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really check them out. You feel what I'm saying? So, oh yeah, you know, that's what I thought about it. What you guys think? Y'all hear the new Ross yet? Let me know. Leave it in the comments. Let's talk about it. Juice WRLD just dropped an album too, so I'm gonna try and get through that. I'm gonna listen to that in the next couple of days, try and get a video out on that. And then, you know what I mean, let me know what you guys are thinking, man. If there's anything else you want to see. I'll let your boy, man. I'm out of here.
Work, but we begging for the sequel. Headed for the redo. Telling you I need you. No, I ain't ready, but I'm telling what should we do. Headed for the sequel. Telling all your people. Never letting go, that's a necessary evil. Headed for the sequel. Telling all your people. Never letting go, that's a necessary evil. Baby, one more time. Let me touch maybe one more time. I wanna